Hey guys, welcome back to Versatile Knowledge. So OnePlus has become the market leader in the premium smartphone segment in India. The OnePlus 7 Pro became the best smartphone of 2019 in India and as well as in United States. And the OnePlus 7T also sold in huge numbers in India. And this time around, OnePlus will be launching their smartphones a little bit early. There is a reason behind this. Every year OnePlus launches smartphones in the time of May and June, and they launch the T versions of their smartphones in the time of October and November. So they will have around 4 phones for every calendar year that will be launched. But this time around, the smartphones from the brands of iQOO, which is a sub-brand of Vivo, will be bringing their flagship smartphone iQOO Pro in India in the month of February, which will be having the Snapdragon 865 SoC. And the Poco F2 will also be coming, and also the Realme X50 and many other phones with the Snapdragon 865 will be coming to India in the month of March and April. So OnePlus will be running soon to the game with the launch of their next iteration of smartphone, that is the OnePlus 8 series. So OnePlus will be bringing the OnePlus 8 series phones to the country as early as the March end or April mid. As per the Amazon affiliate page, the OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8 Pro has been already listed for the Amazon affiliate marketers, and this will actually confirm that the OnePlus 8 series smartphones will be launching in somewhere in the mid of April or as early as the end of March. In the last year, OnePlus launched 2 smartphones in the first half and 2 smartphones in the second half. OnePlus 7 and OnePlus 7 Pro and OnePlus 7T and the OnePlus 7T Pro. These were the phones that was launched. But this time, OnePlus, as per the rumors, suggests that will be bringing 3 smartphones, that is the OnePlus 8 Lite, OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro. So OnePlus 8 Lite will be competing in the upper mid-range segment to the likenesses of the Redmi K30 that might be coming to India with the Snapdragon 765 and the Samsung Galaxy A71, which is the premium upper mid-range smartphone. And the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro will be a proper flagship phones for India this year. So let's go around with the specifications of the OnePlus 8 Lite, then the OnePlus 8 and then the OnePlus 8 Pro. So OnePlus 8 Lite has not got any confirmed specifications on any forums or any blogs as such till now. But some of the rumors and leaks from OnLeaks and 91 Mobile suggest that the OnePlus 8 Lite will be having a dual rear camera setup in a layout which is similar to the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite or the Samsung Galaxy A51. It will be having a rectangle camera array that will be present at the back, which will be housing the dual rear facing cameras, and on the front will be having the punch hole display with the selfie camera that is present at the middle. And the rumor suggests that this will be an AMOLED display. It will be having 4000 mAh battery. The processor segment of this smartphone has not got any confirmation or rumor from any sources as of now, but it is suggested that it will be having a MediaTek Dimensity 1000 or a Snapdragon 765 SoC. The RAM and storage options will go up to 8GB and 256GB RAM and storage options with an UFS 3.0 storage. And on the camera department, it might be having a Sony's IMX586 sensor with a 48 megapixel resolution and a secondary camera of a wide angle around 13 megapixel or something as such. And this smartphone will be having a full HD plus display with 90 Hz refresh rate, and this also will be running on the latest Oxygen OS and Android 10 out of the box. So these were about the OnePlus 8 Lite. This smartphone will not have a headphone jack. It will have a USB Type-C port, and it will have dual front firing speakers. It will also have a stereo speaker setup with Dolby Atmos, and it will be having around a 30 watt of warp charging, which we had seen on the OnePlus 7T smartphone. And this smartphone, OnePlus 8 Lite, is supposed to be a mid-ranger or a premium mid-range smartphone, which OnePlus will be targeting in the price range of around 25 to 35,000 rupees. So this will be the price range where OnePlus 8 Lite will be seen. Now let's go ahead and check out what the OnePlus 8 will be bringing to the picture. So OnePlus 8 is just a direct successor to the last year's OnePlus 7 smartphone. So the OnePlus 8 will be having a punch hole display at the left end of the smartphone. It will be having a Snapdragon 865 SoC, a 120 Hz refresh rate, a Quad HD display. It will be having a triple rear camera with a Sony's IMX686 sensor with 64 megapixel resolution of the main camera. On the front camera will be getting, I think, around 16 megapixel resolution. It will be having 12 GB of RAM options and up to 512 GB of storage options of UFS 3.1 storage, and these are some of the specifications which is actually rumored on this smartphone. The thing that differentiates the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Lite will be the display. The OnePlus 8 might be having a quad HD display with 120Hz refresh rate, and the battery on this smartphone will also be having a slight bump from the last year's 3800 mAh to around 4500 mAh with a faster warp charging when compared to the OnePlus 8 Lite smartphone. So OnePlus 8 will be competing directly with something like the Poco F2 Pro, if that exists, or the Redmi K30. It will be competing directly with the Asus 7Z, which will be launching this year. So this is the segment where OnePlus 8 will be competing, and the price of this smartphone is expected to be around 40,000 to 50,000 rupees. It might go as high as 55,000 as well for the higher end variants. So now let's come to the beast of this family of smartphones, that is the OnePlus 8 Pro. So the OnePlus 8 Pro will be the flagship that we have to be waiting for in this year 2020. OnePlus 8 Pro will have a Snapdragon 865 SoC, up to 16 GB of RAM options, up to 512 GB of internal storage with UFS 3.1 storage for extremely fast read and write speeds. It will be having a Quad HD plus 120 Hz refresh rate display on the front. It will be having the Corning Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and Corning Gorilla Glass 5 at the back. This device will have around 20 megapixel of front facing camera that is housed in the punch hole which is present at the left top corner of the screen. The pop-up selfie camera that we had seen on the last year's OnePlus 7 Pro smartphone will be eliminated and will be having a punch hole that is present at the left top corner on this year's OnePlus 8 Pro smartphones. And it will be having a stereo front firing speakers, and it will be having a HDR10 plus display. And this phone will be having a 4 camera setup at the back, which is a quad camera. The primary lens will be, I think, IMX686, which is a 64 megapixel resolution camera, which is the same that we have seen on the Poco X2 smartphone. It will be having a telephoto lens, ultra wide angle lens, and the fourth camera might be either a depth sensor or a macro lens. This is the camera setup that we might be seeing on the OnePlus 8 Pro smartphone. And one thing that can be coming to this smartphone is the bump in the battery capacity of this smartphone up to around 4700 mAh. And the OnePlus 8 Pro smartphone is expected to come with 50 watt of warp fast charging for this smartphone. And this smartphone OnePlus 8 Pro, being the beast of the family, is expected to come around the price range of 55,000 rupee to the 65,000 rupee price range. And all these smartphones will be running Android 10 out of the box with the Oxygen OS latest versions. So there is one rumor that is doing rounds in the tech industry about these OnePlus 8 series of smartphones. That thing is, OnePlus 8 this year might be having the wireless charging for their devices. So I actually dug up the Wireless Power Consortium's website, which is like the community of Qi wireless charging, where the list of members who have certified their devices or who have certified their products for wireless charging will be present. And in that list, what I saw is OnePlus name was actually mentioned. Last year, OnePlus name was not mentioned in the Wireless Power Consortium's website in the full members list, but this year it has been mentioned, which actually gives more light on this information that OnePlus 8 devices might be having the fast wireless charging support. Because OnePlus was not including the wireless charging because they were not able to get fast wireless charging on their devices, but this year on the OnePlus 8 Pro, we might be seeing fast wireless charging up to 25 watt or 30 watt. The normal charging will be around 50 watt and wireless charging of up to 25 watt might be seen on OnePlus 8 Pro devices. And another important thing is, on the OnePlus 7 Pro and the OnePlus 7T devices last year, the smartphones were actually water resistant, but they did not get an official IP certification for their devices. But this time around, since the OnePlus 8 Pro's prices might be going as high as 60,000 rupees, the devices might get an official IP68 certifications. I think this will be reserved for the highest end model of the OnePlus 8 series, that is the OnePlus 8 Pro. I don't know about the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Lite getting an IP certification. So these were about two important things, guys. And another important thing that has come to light is the OnePlus 8 series, the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro will be having a new color this time, that is the shade of green will be available for the OnePlus 8 series. Last year we saw a shade of blue like the Nebula blue, and in the OnePlus 60 we had seen the thunder purple color. So again, following their strategy of using a different color option, this time they'll be launching a new color on their smartphone, that is the green color. I think it will be a frosted back of green color, just like how we saw on the iPhone 11 Pro devices. So this was about the OnePlus 8 in detail, guys. The OnePlus 8 Lite, which will be a premium upper mid-range smartphone. OnePlus 8 will be a flagship smartphone for budget flagship devices, competing against the Poco F2 and the Redmi K30 or the Asus 7Z. And the OnePlus 8 Pro will be a device which will be competing against the iPhone 11, the upcoming iPhone 12, and it might be also competing with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys have liked this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting content as this one. Thank you for watching, guys.